Today, taking you on a little ride on the twisties, and we're gonna find out if the 1000SX is meant for the twisties or not really. And we're also gonna find out if a beginner can handle the twisties or not really. Let's see what happens. It is a nice day, but it might start raining when I get up there because we're going up in the mountains. My first stop is in an hour. I'm gonna stop, get some water, stay hydrated, and then we'll see how we do, man. But thank you for tuning in. Make sure you give that like, that thumbs up, subscribe. Help me grow this channel. Let's grow our community. Help each other stay safer out here. Man, plenty of passing power at any moment. I mean, from the low RPMs there. I like to keep her above 3000 RPMs personally. This kind of a bike will give you the power that you need. You're gonna have a good amount of fun, no matter what your skill level is. And you're gonna be able to ride for hours. I've had 10-hour days on this bike with beautiful views like this. Look at these rice fields right here. And I can put the saddlebags on her, get my girl in the back, and we're gonna ride for hours and hours and be comfortable and still have a good time, you know. Now again, I'm making this video to show you guys how she handles on them twisties. It might be something that you're wondering, so we're gonna find out. And again, I'm no Rossi out in these streets, right? But I do have fun, just like everybody else out here. Once in a while, you gotta take her on some curvy roads and see how she does, especially with these tires. These tires are grippy. They're nice. Now just to show you guys right quick, I don't know if you can see the lean level here. It says 31 left, 29 right. We'll see what it says at the end of the ride. Again, I'm not getting too crazy, but it's gonna be interesting to find out what these numbers are gonna be like after these twisties. Now, I do realize that I have to work on my turning lines, my apex and whatnot. I'm still kind of getting into it. Again, I'm no Rossi, I'm still learning. Just having a good time, staying within my limits. She's pretty flickable, she's very stable. I love to use that word when it comes to describing this bike because It's such a good word to describe this Ninja 1000. It's just a stable, big bike. Stable sport bike. And she's gonna follow instructions, as you can see. Again, this is a beginner rider. I'm sure that there are many other riders out there who could push the limits of this bike way further than I can, and that's okay. Twisties, I'm more worried about the other cars that often come into my lane here. So I'm often looking at my mirror here to find escape plans, right? And I try not to ride too close to the yellow line there unless I can see very far ahead of me. Watched my first video, I talked about these dogs. They can pop out of nowhere out here, dude. And they have. I almost hit one of them one time. Good thing I was going slow. I think she sounds good. What do you think, guys? For only a slip-on? I think for only a slip-on, she sounds pretty good. A lot of times when I'm riding for several hours, I do end up using ear protection because it gets too loud. And if you're riding for like 2 or 3 hours going in tunnels, your ears start to ring, and that's not a good look. Nobody wants to lose their hearing. But people out here in Taiwan are super friendly. They are very helpful, I mean, honestly. And people in America are very welcoming too, actually, in different ways. In very different ways. But they've been super accommodating. It was very easy for me to get to meet people. And a lot of people here do speak English to a certain degree. So you do end up meeting a lot of interesting people. But going back to biking and motorcycling out here, there's a huge biking culture here, especially with scooters, right? I mean, I've been saying this, and you can see it all around, they got so many scooters, and the younger generation, the younger guys, they modify them to a crazy level here. And yeah, you see some weird stuff too with them, like, you know, you sometimes see a whole family sitting on a scooter, and that's something I've never seen outside of here. You see people carrying like TVs and just huge appliances on their scooters. You see scooters with trailers and hitching stuff around, and you know, it's just, yeah, man, it's just, you know, I would never have pictured that a few years ago. And here I am. About 2 hours to go back home, which makes it a total of about 5 hours riding today. No pains. Well, it's gonna be 5 hours when I get home. It's gonna be about 5 hours of a ride today. No pains on this day off. Get home feeling brand new, feeling recharged for my week. That's why I really like to push the idea of being healthy. And I'm talking about mentally healthy, but also physically healthy, because a healthy body allows you to have a healthy mind. I think they're connected. And the best and safest tool that you have out here on these streets is your mind, is your decision making, or even in life, right? So when you have a clear mind and you're able to make better decisions for most of your day, you're probably gonna stay alive for longer. Or you just all about, I think with riding bikes, it's all about risk management. It's you and you. If nobody cares, nobody's gonna give you a medal, nothing. It's just yourself, because your family needs you, your people need you, your community needs you, right? We all make an impact, so we all make a certain amount of a difference in society. So allowing yourself to have a healthy mind means that you can make a bigger positive difference in your society in general. But enough of that talk. Let's see the road. Let's hear her go. Good reason for why I like this 1000cc bike is because I can keep her in, you see, second gear right here. I don't really got to change the gears all the time. Oh, look at the dog right here, man. What's up, doggy? He's just chilling on the road, having a nice day too. I have no idea where the hell this is. Good thing I got this map, huh? But yeah, look, you can tell the bike flicks and she goes and she doesn't complain. But I have been riding this bike for about a year now. In the beginning, I must admit that I was very, very, I'm gonna use the word respectful. I was very respectful and very conservative of this throttle right here, because I wasn't sure how she would react in many situations, and now I know, because of, again, experience and just being out on the road so often and for so many hours, sometimes per day, in different environments. I haven't really taken this bike off-roading. I don't think she's meant for that, but I have ridden in some dirt roads for short periods of time, nothing more than like a minute, or on some really, really rough roads, and yeah, she did fine. The suspension is pretty good. Again, I do have a heavy backpack on me with all kinds of stuff in there, including a pretty big drone. And so far, so good. Feeling fresh. Look at this. Just a nice day. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you're having a good day too, and if you're not gonna get out today, make some plans for it. If you don't have a bike yet, make some plans for it. So if you're not gonna go out today, make a plan to go out next week, next month. Full day of riding. You know, sometimes I go out on these mountains out here in Taiwan, and I talk to some people that are riding scooters for like 16 hours a day, man. Like, they're doing a full tour of the country in one day, on their day off, just going out and being with their machines and the beautiful view, and just, it helps you to clear up your mind, it helps you to recharge, and you get back to your everyday life a bit better. Now, I do think that having a bike, using the bike every day, is something that really makes your life better too. Makes it more dangerous for sure, but it also adds a lot of fun. I recently heard a YouTuber criticize people who take their motorcycles to a 9-to-5 job. I completely disagree. I think that taking your bike to work just makes you more excited to want to jump on the bike and get to work and have a good time and cut through traffic and get there faster and get that adrenaline going a little bit, get your heart pumping. Perfect. Wake up. Tons of good reasons to ride a bike to work and back home. 4:30, the sun will set in about an hour, so when I get home, it'll probably be a bit dark. Full day of riding, y'all. Another dog, man. How wild is that? Oh, this one is limping, so you know, maybe a scooter hit him or whatnot. Man, you guys see how the dogs run wild out here? Let's get her singing, boys. Oh, I hate riding behind big trucks because they just smell so bad, man. That diesel. That big rolling diesel. Sometimes you gotta drop a gear and disappear. Oh man, we're way out here, aren't we? Sometimes this bike is just... Sometimes she's so friendly that you forget that you got this monster in between your legs. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord, good Lord. That's all I can say. Another dog way up ahead. never seen so many at one time, I don't think. Again, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Stay healthy, y'all.